Hey folks, it's early morning, it's foggy, please excuse the jittery picture. I just figured I'd talk about technology for a second, especially in regards to some of the beings that exist in this world, whatever you want to call them. The technology does vary, it differs, especially with their ships. One of the biggest misconceptions, and I think it's direct misinformation, is how quote-unquote UFOs are presented in the media, in the public. We kind of have an idea overall as to what these things look like for the most part, and collectively we all jump to the flying saucer or the triangular ship or, the cigar shape. When in fact the truth is that, in my experience, and again, I can only go off of my experiences. If in fact you feel something different, please comment. Please let me know. I'm all for hearing other people's opinions. But I was actually having a conversation about this the other night with a friend, and I don't know, I figured it'd be cool to talk about it. When it comes to these ships and their design and what they really look like, it really depends on the tribe. It's as simple as that. Like, you can look at a ship, like if you've actually seen a lot of these things up close, you can look at a ship and tell exactly what tribe or what being is piloting that ship. It is that simple. Like, in my experience, I have seen reptilian ships that look like serpents. Things with dragon heads. I have seen giant kind of like something looks like it's more like out of like something out of like Clash of the Titans. Oh look, there's a police officer. Say hi. Something looks like it's out of like Clash of the Titans, with giant faces, figures and forms kind of attached to the hull, And I kind of came to the conclusion that a lot of what we've seen as far as like, you have different cultures that like have their ships, and like you have like the Norse, and you have other cultures, and they have like faces and dragon heads and stuff on the the fronts of their ships. Like, I think they're just copying collectively what they have seen, what they saw already, or what they were shown, what they were taught, whatever. It's just mimicry, right? So, also, I have a theory that, and I think a lot of you know, because I've seen a lot of your pages and stuff, a lot of you guys have really cool ideas about the world we live on, what it is, how it works, stuff like that. And personally, I think that whatever space is, wherever these ships are traveling through, because honestly I think you're dealing with portals. They're opening portals to go to and fro from this dimension into other dimensions. I don't believe that you go straight up into space to go into an inky black void. I think that is complete BS. I think whatever they're traveling through is something akin to a thick, dense liquid, or like an ether, something, because more often than not, the ships that I see, the design that they almost have a boat-like design. They have this elongated design, right? So for a fact, like I said, I've seen reptilian ships, and again, I'm not like these are things that I have seen. Like, these are things that I've actually seen. Like ships with like serpent faces on them, with dragon faces on them. In my experience, I've kind of seen that for the most part, when you see like a flying saucer, because I've seen multiple types of flying saucers, right? And the basic, just kind of simplistic flying saucer, those are usually piloted by the beings you would consider to be the Greys, right? I've also seen flying saucers that almost like they were like glittery, like less flying saucery and more like giant, like almost like birthday cake looking, and they kind of like, they were shining. And I think those are piloted by what you consider to be, I don't know, the whites, the Palladians, whatever you want to call them. I don't know what the hell they are. I know they have blonde hair. I know they're tall. You know, put together your own conclusions there. But you know, their stuff is usually, it's really like sparkly and shiny. Yeah. And I think too, when you see and you hear about stories where there was a ship that was seen by a bunch of people, I can't remember when, but it was all over the internet, and they claimed later it was a blimp, but it wasn't a blimp. I think that was a government ship, because I think when it comes down to our government, for the most part, their stuff looks more like nuts and boltsy, you know? Because also, these crafts are interdimensional. That means that they are constantly changing and shifting. They have to accommodate to the dimension, the frequency. You get what I'm saying? They have to constantly adapt to whatever frequency, whatever density they're in. And depending on the density, it can change the shape or form. So that's another thing I've noticed. I've seen they're always changing. They're always shifting. They're never just one exact shape. You get what I'm saying? So that's another thing. And some of them just, you know, some you'll just have like bright balls of light. It's as simple as that. And I think sometimes those balls of light are actually concealing something inside that we can't see. So I'm curious to see what you guys think, what some of your opinions are. But you're dealing with weird technology. It's very strange. Also, before I go, it's worth mentioning that most of these ships, they're alive, in the sense that I don't know if it's advanced AI. I don't know if it's some kind of like artificial, you know, organic metallic. I don't know, but a lot of these ships are what you consider to be alive. Like they're almost like living entities into themselves. And from what I believe and what I understand, the way you pilot them is it's more conscious based. It's not you're not pulling out controllers, and that's stupid. That's only stuff that they show you in the movies. These things are piloted through, you know, thought. That's how it works. Because imagine traveling at thousands of miles per hour. Like, there's no way. You'd have to have like godlike reflexes to be able to pilot something like that. No, it's thought. You're using your mind, or these entities are using their mind. Anyway, that's my rant for today. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.